Sing this with me. When you're up, when you're down, when you smile, when you frown, I will help you get through. I will be there for you. I will be your friend. I will be your friend. Oh, you got me and I've got you. Yes, it's true, 'cause I will be your friend. I want to be your friend. I will be your friend. That's it. Come on. When you're feeling mighty blue, when you don't know what to do, just pray to God, He'll bring you through. Yes, He will. 'Cause He will be there for you. God will be your friend. Yes. God will be your friend. Jesus loves me and you. Yes, it's true. Yes, God will be your friend. Oh, God will be your friend. Yes. God will be your friend. Jesus loves me and you. Yes, it's true. And God will be your friend. Yes, it's true. God will be your friend. Oh, God will be your friend. Oh, He wants to be your friend. Oh, yeah.
Wasn't that song great? I am so excited to see you guys this week. You know why? Can you tell where I'm at? We're back in our classroom. Okay, and so that means we're getting close to meeting in person again. So let me tell you, Wednesday, November 4th at 6:15, we're going to meet back here in person. Miss Ron will be wearing a mask for sure. I don't know about you guys, but we'll find out. We'll know the details. Pastor Christy will let you know, okay? But I wanted to invite you to see us live so we can be together and I can tell you the stories and we can play together like we used to, okay? So excited. So remember, Wednesday, November the 4th at 6:15, okay? Tell your mom and dad. All right. Okay, now we're still talking about the paralyzed man who had 4 awesome friends. Okay, we're still talking about that. See, here he is, still laying on his mat all day long. He couldn't do anything without the help of his friends. So I got to tell you a little bit of story about what great friends he had. So listen up. Okay. If you had taken a walk in the town of Capernaum on one certain day, you probably would have heard, Jesus is in town! Jesus is in town! The crowd of people hurried to this house where Jesus was healing and teaching. What a crowd it was. Oh my goodness. There was no room inside the house. There was no room out in the yard either. All kinds of people were in that house watching Jesus. Pharisees, teachers of the law, ordinary people like me and you, and many, many sick people. There was a very sick man in that town, and oh, how he wanted to meet Jesus. But he had a problem. He was paralyzed. How could he get to Jesus? He couldn't even move. All he could do was lie in his bed and think about how sick he was. If only he could meet Jesus. He just knew that Jesus would make him well. The paralyzed man was fortunate in then at least one way. He had 4 very good friends who were happy to carry him to Jesus. Each took a corner of his mat and off they went. When they found the house where Jesus was healing, they couldn't reach Jesus at all. There were people everywhere. No one would let them through. So near, yet so far. So the sick man was really worried that he'd not be able to see Jesus after all. What could he and his 4 friends do? There had to be a way to get through that crowd. His friends took him up to the roof of the house on the stairs. And you know what? If you enter the house from your roof, it's kind of crazy, but that's what they did. Do you know that the 4 friends, guess what they did next? They made a hole in the roof. Big enough so their sick friend and his Mac could get through it. Then, with ropes, they lowered that sick man on his mat down, down, down through the roof. He landed right in front of Jesus. Jesus' eyes were so kind. He said to the paralyzed man, "Son, your sins are forgiven." Forgiven, the man thought. I'm forgiven? Oh, what a happy day. The Pharisees and the teachers were not happy about this. They had already refused to help this man because of his sins. They thought to themselves, how dare Jesus try to forgive this man's sins? Only God can forgive sins. Jesus, he could read their minds. He spoke strongly to them. He said, why are you thinking these things? People need to be helped, right? Which is easier, to say you are forgiven or to say you are healed? You will soon know that I can forgive sins on earth. Then Jesus turned to the paralyzed man and he said, rise up. Take your bed, grab up your mat, and go back to your house. He could suddenly move his arms and his legs. He was healed all over. He got up, picked up his mat, carried it home. This time, you know what? The crowd, they let him through. Everyone was amazed and praising God, saying, we have never seen anything like this. Those 4 friends were really happy they brought their friend to Jesus. How about you? Do you want to bring someone to Jesus? Let's invite our friends to church. That's one of the first steps that we could do to help bringing them to Jesus, right? So let's invite our friends, okay? Let's bring our friends to Jesus. Love you guys. Bye.